Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to my all-unique heavy weapons guide for Fallout 4. This guide will showcase and explain how to get each unique heavy weapon in Fallout 4. Unlike previous installments of Fallout, the unique weapons of Fallout 4 rarely have a unique look or effect to them, and players can find legendary weapons with the same effect or that unique weapon. I will also compare the stats between the unique weapon and its common counterpart. However, all the stat differences are from the gun mods the unique weapon comes equipped with as standard. Despite this, there is only one of these unique weapons and each weapon has its own unique name and are still worth collecting. As always, there are timestamps in the description if you wish to skip to a particular weapon, but without further ado, let's get into the video. First up is Ashmaker. This weapon is a minigun and has the incendiary legendary effect. This weapon can be given at Good Neighbor as a potential quest reward when completing the side quest The Big Dig. Head on over to Bobby No Nose and work with her until you finally break into Hancock's storehouse.
Hey you, looking for work?
Yeah, when can I start?
Well, aren't you an eager beaver?
All's right. This can't be Diamond City.
It won't be hard to prove me wrong. Let's go up there. You all will be thanking me while we count the caps.
When caught by Fahrenheit, you must side with Fahrenheit to protect Hancock's stash.
Bobby, what are you doing here?
Shit.
You seriously didn't think Hancock would catch wind of your scheme? He took you in, Bobby. And you're stealing from him?
Dope.
Come on, Bobby. At least if we leave now, we leave with our lives.
Well, shit. You're right. I'm not one to give up, but I know when I'm outmatched. Let's go.
Thank God.
Once done, Fahrenheit will give you the Ashmaker as a reward.
Bobby lied to us. I'm glad it shook out this way.
I was itching for a fight. But I guess this works too. Here, take this. A token for doing the right thing.
Ashmaker deals 8 damage and due to the legendary effect, deals an additional 15 points of fire damage. Aside from the legendary effect, all other stats are identical to that of a normal minigun. Next up is Big Boy. This weapon is a fat man and has the 2-shot legendary effect. This weapon can be found at Diamond City. Head on over to the market and this weapon can be bought from El Toro.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Something for everyone.
Big Boy has a damage increase from 468 to 936, as well as the accuracy being increased from 63 to 75. Next up is Broadsider. This weapon is its own unique weapon and has no legendary effect. This weapon can be found at the USS Constitution and is given as a potential quest reward. Head on over to the location and help out Captain Ironsides.
Captain Ironsides.
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
During this quest, you must side with Ironsides over the scavengers in order to receive the weapon. Once you have completed all of Ironside's tasks, he will give you the Broadsider as a reward.
There is one thing. We need power from the auxiliary generator to commence our voyage. I fear I must call upon you one last time.
Consider it done.
I admire your pluck. Here is your amply deserved reward. Godspeed to you, sir.
This weapon has a damage of 108, a range of 203 and an accuracy of 63. The only downside to this weapon is that if it is not upgraded, you can only fire one projectile at a time before the player needs to reload the weapon. The reload time can be longer than most weapons and so may not be the most practical weapon unless fighting a boss enemy. Next up is Death from Above. This weapon is a missile launcher and has the nimble legendary effect. This weapon can be bought from Proctor Tegan aboard the Pridwin once the player has been promoted to the rank of Paladin within the Brotherhood of Steel. The weapon has a damage increase from 150 to 151 and due to the legendary effect allows the player to move 75% faster when aiming down the sights of the weapon. Aside from the legendary effect and the small damage increase, all other stats are identical to that of a normal missile launcher. Next up is Final Judgement. This weapon is a Gatling laser and has the rapid legendary effect. This weapon can be looted from Elder Maxon if siding with the Railroad or Institute. During either of the quests Airship Down or Rocket's Red Glare, the player will need to battle Elder Maxon, kill him and loot the weapon from his corpse.
There we go.
The weapon has a damage of 14 and due to the legendary effect fires 25% faster and reloads 15% faster. The fire rate of the weapon has been increased from 272 to 340. This comes at the cost of the weapon's range being decreased from 256 to 203. The final weapon is Partystarter. This weapon is a missile launcher and has the Assassin legendary effect. This weapon can be found at Good Neighbor. Head on over to Good Neighbor where the weapon can be bought from Cleo.
Look,
A gun for every occasion.
The weapon has a damage of 150 and due to the legendary effect deals 50% more damage against human targets. Aside from the legendary effect, all other stats of Partystarter are identical to that of a normal missile launcher. And there we have all unique heavy weapons within Fallout 4. I hope you found this video helpful and as always, thank you for watching.